How will mentorship actually grow your gym faster? After all, you know what to do, right? There's access to information like never before. I mean, I publish a book a year on average. You can read those books and they'll tell you what to do. There's also 1,000 different podcasts about the fitness business that will tell you some great ideas and what other founders did to grow their gyms. But the reality is that you probably don't need more knowledge. In fact, if anything, you're probably paralyzed by the overwhelming amount of knowledge that we get all the time. A coach's job is to help you decide what action to take and then actually do the work. And today I'm going to tell you how we do that in Two Brain Business to optimize your progress and your growth as a gym. I'm Chris Cooper. This is Run a Profitable Gym. And every year I like to update you on how we're getting gym owners results in our program. Some people like to take this episode and kind of work backward to build themselves a plan for growth. And if that's you, that's totally fine. But I believe just like your clients in your gym need a coach, that reading another book about fitness, reading another diet book is not going to change their lives. You and I as gym owners need coaches, and coaches in business are called mentors. Here's how we break this down for gym owners. We have more data, we have more knowledge, we have more tools, tactics than anybody else on the planet. In fact, we have everything you could possibly need to grow your gym. The reason that just taking on our free content and reading it, the reason that's not getting you where you want to go very quickly is because you've got so much out there that it's hard to decide what's right for you right now. And when gym owners come into our program, they're never dialed. They're never like, I've got this, it's perfect. Usually they're completely burned out. They're stressed. They're saying, this is my last attempt before I give up. Sometimes, maybe 15% of the time, the gym owner's box is nearly perfect and they're looking for one little way to improve it because they know when your box is almost perfect, that any one little tweak can still make a massive difference. But for most people coming into our program, their box is not perfect. It feels like a mess. It feels like they don't know what to do every single day. And so we've built our program to get you out of that, to get you some really quick wins, some quick revenue so that the investment quickly pays for itself. And then the returns that you get compound and compound and compound, hopefully forever. So here's how we're going to do this. We deliver our mentorship in distinct stages. So it's just what you need to get the work done right now. Now, not every gym is the same. I don't want you to have a franchise. I don't want you to have a carbon copy of my gym or your mentor's gym or anybody else's gym. And so we are flexible. We can shift, we can speed up, we can slow down as you need to. That's what coaching and mentoring is all about, right? It's like how you're coaching in your gym. You're scaling up for people who are moving really fast, knowing that eventually a movement will come where they won't be the fastest. And you're scaling down for people who are challenged by one specific movement, knowing that you're going to find their special superpower later on. It's the same with gym owners. At first, we're going to give you instructions that are so step by step. Some of you will feel like, oh, this is like business for dummies. Copy, paste, press this button. It's too easy. And great, you'll go fast. Other people will want to have that kind of help because they're so overwhelmed that they don't know what to do, what's the first step they should take. You'll recognize that from your gym as well too. So here we go. We're going to walk you through the stages of our mentorship program. The first phase, I would say, is we have a focus of selling a high-value service to a high-value client. We work with coaching gyms and we help other gyms add a coaching program to their business because that is a high-value program. Now, I know if you're running a coaching gym, you are seeing competition out there that's charging less than you. They're charging $90 a month for group coaching classes, and they're charging $70 a month or $50 or $30, and they're giving group coaching classes, or they're even throwing in CrossFit or spin class or whatever on top of their gym membership for free. This is the commoditization of intensity, but you can't commoditize coaching. And so what we teach people in this stage is how to build a very simple coaching product that's very valuable called an on-ramp. It's a pretty fun exercise. And then how to sell it to people so that it will help them get on board it, start their fitness journey safely and quickly, and eventually fit into classes or move to personal training or whatever. But we start with a small example of building a high value coaching product because we know that within 2 weeks, you can have this great product, you can be selling it, and you can already be making money on mentorship. I want you to have that quick win. Even though this is building the on-ramp is a tiny piece of what you're going to do in TwoBrain, when you start with a little project like that and you immediately see the value of it, that just puts a little bit of wind in your sails to take on the next project and then bigger projects later on. And so we stack wins, just like your clients stack wins in the gym. The first day they come into your gym and they learn to do an air squat and you say, wow, you're really good at that. That doesn't mean you've changed their life, but what it means is that they'll come back tomorrow and they'll try to be good at the press. They'll try to learn the deadlift. They'll be more open to learning the next thing, to trying hard, to doing things in front of strangers because they know they're good at that one thing already. You've given them something to build on. So in the first phase of our mentorship, the focus is going to be selling a high value product to high value clients. We're going to try and build your headcount in the gym up to about 150 clients, which is more than enough to make you a great wage, provide a long-term full-time job to one coach, and create an admin position probably. That's not all going to happen very quickly, but we're going to put the pieces in place to get you there. You're going to learn how to do sales. You're going to learn how to do lead generation on your own instead of just throwing your money at some ad agency and going, please, Jesus, take the wheel. You need to learn how to do that. You're going to learn and build an operations manual for your gym. You're going to learn how to take control of your finances. You're going to learn what that P&L looks like, a profit and loss statement. So you're not scared to look at your numbers every month. You're going to build a dashboard so that forever now you can track how you're actually doing and where your biggest opportunities and where your biggest risks are in the business. We're basically going to create the foundational systems for your business, make it a real business, and then put those things on repeat. So you're going to learn habits, like marketing habits that you need to do in 15 minutes a day forever. You're going to build an on-ramp. You're going to sell an on-ramp. You're going to build 4 marketing funnels. You're going to start building a dashboard so that you can track your metrics and take control of your business. And then you're going to start learning retention. You're going to start building a client journey. Okay, that's the next stage. So in stage 1 of mentorship, you're going to be working one-on-one with a mentor. You're going to be talking with that mentor on a call every 7 to 10 days. You're going to do your work with them. We're not giving you a course. We're not just giving you access to a toolkit. You are getting on a call and doing the work with the mentor, okay? Because we're trying to build you some momentum and establish the habit of getting the work done. When you move to stage 2, that's where we start accumulating habits. So you've done some basic things. You've built a social media funnel. You've built a content funnel. You started getting referrals. Now in stage 2, we're going to make those a habit. You're going to do them more and more. It's nothing that we teach you is ever one and done. If you just repeat these things over and over and over, you'll continue to grow your gym forever. In stage 2, you're going to have that dashboard built. You're going to learn the prescriptive model. You're going to learn how to bring people into your gym, how to coach them to make a decision to join, and then how to coach them to make decisions to stay. Most gyms don't actually have marketing problems. They have retention problems. And so we're going to teach you how to get past that. You're going to build out a client journey, mapping out every step, every email, every text, every appointment a client has for the first 90 days, for the first 180 days. Then we're going to teach you how to diagnose and solve your own problems and figure out the next best step for you and your business. So that when you're done this second stage of mentorship, you're going to feel like a real entrepreneur, like you're in control of your business, like you know exactly what steps to take. The third stage of mentorship is all about growing your headcount and growing your staff. Now, it might take you 6 months to get to this point. It might take you a year. You might do it in 6 weeks. Some people sprint through the first couple of stages of mentorship. Some people come in, they've already got a dashboard. They know how to read a P&L. Their marketing is working. And now they want to get to this stage of growth. And this stage of growth, the third stage of mentorship, is all about growing your profitability and growing your staff. You're going to be doing these 2 things at the same time because you cannot create opportunities and careers for your staff until you've proven that you know how to create your career and your opportunity for yourself. you are like the crash test dummy, right? You are the test for your business. If your business can't pay you a salary, you have no business offering anybody else a salary because you haven't proven that you know how to do it yet. You haven't proven that your business is robust and strong enough to do that yet. If you're hiring 5 or 6 part-time coaches and promising them that they can grow into careers, you're not ready to do that yet because you're not good and consistent enough at your marketing yet. On the other hand, if you're really good and consistent at your marketing and you don't have a staff person who wants to grow with your gym, then you're going to just be busier and busier yourself. And so in this third stage of marketing, which we lovingly call the growth stage, you're growing your client headcount and you're growing your staff. You're growing your profitability toward a 100K net owner benefit, because that will teach you how to grow their income too. You are just the first minnow to swim down the stream. That's all. You're the test case. You're the crash test dummy. So this growth stage is all about doing reps. And we have a massive, massive toolkit of plug and play tools that you can use. And so you'll get on a call with your mentor, because we're still a one-on-one mentorship practice. And you'll meet with your mentor either every 2 weeks or every month. Whatever is going to get you the best result, your mentor will do with you. And then they're going to say, let's look at your metrics. Remember when you built that dashboard in the second stage? Now we can look at that dashboard and say, here is what's most important to you right now. So is it that you need more revenue? Is it that you need more clients? Is it that your ARM, the revenue that your clients are each paying you, is too low? Is your retention weak? Are your expenses way too high and you need to get a better ROI? Is it that you need more leads? Is it that your leads are not booking appointments? Is it that you need to get better at sales? We can look at this dashboard and say, here is our biggest opportunity right now. Here is how we're going to make you an extra $1,000 next month. Okay. So I'll give you a secret tip here. Our mentors are all working to get you an extra $1,000 on every single call that they're doing, minimum. And so after they diagnose your biggest opportunity, they're going to give you a very clear prescription. So this month, you need to increase your client headcount. So we're going to get you 5 more clients. And these clients are each going to pay you $300 for your on-ramp. So there's $1,500 right there. And you already know that they're going to convert into long-term memberships because you're good at that. How are we going to get you 5 more clients? Well, we've got a few options. And so they'll go to that section of the toolkit. They'll give you the exact instructions to get those 5 clients. And you will follow that tool and you'll check in with your mentor and you'll check things off your list as you do them. And then on your next call, you'll be ready for the next thing. And this is what growth is all about. It's learning new things and adding them to the things that you are doing on repeat. That's how your business compounds and grows. And that's how we're getting gym owners to earning $100,000 in profit in an average of 2 years, 1 month, 9 days, is by going through these first few phases. So before I talk about the 4th phase, I want to summarize here. The first phase of our mentorship is really all about building and selling a high value service to high value clients. The second phase is doing the projects that will give you control of your business, operations, retention, building 4 marketing funnels. That stage is going to take a little bit longer because the projects are a little bit bigger, finance, all that stuff. The third phase is about growth. It's about optimizing and going all in on your marketing and sales and all in on your team, improving your product, creating careers for yourself and them. The end of the third stage is really when you hit your profit goal. For most people, that's earning about $100,000 a year. And then you go into the 4th phase where you start planning for the future. So while the 3rd phase is about income, it's about quality in your delivery, the 4th phase is all about investment for the future. And this is where you've got a good system that's paying you a good wage and creating good careers for your staff. And now you're going to replicate that system by opening other gyms, expanding your gym, investing in yourself more maybe, or maybe even investing in something different. It could be opening a different business. For me, it's taking money out of my gym and just putting it in bonds so that I know it's there for the future. For a lot of our people in this 4th stage, which we call Tinker, they're buying the building that their gym is in. Here's why we do this in stages. And I wanted to walk you through the 4 stages before I talked about this. First off, when most people come into Two Brains program, they need a quick win. And for them, a win is going to be revenue. Now, I know you didn't get in this to make money. You got in this to change people's lives. But the reason that every year, 9,000 coaches and gym owners quit the industry and go sell real estate, go work for their cousin's fence painting company, is not because they're burned out. It's not because they're overwhelmed. It's not because they don't have a sense of purpose. It's not because they hate fitness. It's because they ran out of money. They might say that one of those other reasons, it's the economy, it's the government, it's the landlord, but it always comes down to money. At the root of all these other problems, it's usually a money problem. And money doesn't solve every problem in your life, but it solves the money problems better than anything else. And so the first thing that we want to do with gyms is get them some quick wins while also solving downstream problems. Like adding on-ramp is not a barrier to entry. It's a barrier to exit. It solves your retention problem. It helps you onboard people. It creates opportunities for coaches to do more one-on-one. It prepares people better for class, all these other things, but it also makes you more money right out of the gate. The second phase of mentorship sets you up for long-term success. You need to understand your metrics. Sorry, I know you didn't get into this to be an accountant, but if your gym is going to last 30 years, you have to know what your revenue and expenses and profit are. We would be irresponsible if we didn't help you understand those things. I know it's kind of intimidating and scary, but you've got a mentor who's doing it with you, not just giving you a course to follow. And then the third stage is growing your team. And the reason that this doesn't come up first is that most gyms coming into our program, even if they're absolutely broke, they usually have good coaching. Either the owner is an amazing coach themselves. On their best days, they're a 9 out of 10. On their worst days, they're a 6 because they're burned out, whatever. They've got coaching that's an 8 or a 9 out of 10, but their business is a 0 or a 1. It doesn't even have a plan. There's no structure to it. It's not replicable. People will come to their classes, but they won't go to the other coaches' classes because on their staff, they've got like 1 9 and 3 3 coaches, 3s out of 10. And they realize that like, improving my coaching is not going to save my business here. It's not going to improve my business. Until your coaching, your coaching is like a 7, 8, 9 out of 10. And until your business is at least as good as your coaching is not the thing that's going to save your business. Earning the next certification is not going to elevate your business. Getting better at business is going to elevate your business. And so by the second year, you're going to have your marketing and your sales processes down. You're going to have operational systems. You're going to be good at finance. You're going to have a good retention. And now it's time to bring up your product to meet it. And then from there, the rest of business is just elevating your business, elevating your product, elevating your marketing, getting your coaches better, elevating your retention, getting your coaches better coached on habits. The reason that we don't give you like coach mentorship or whatever in the first couple of stages is because that's a red herring. You don't need that in your first few stages. It's going to slow down your progress on marketing. It's going to slow down your progress on growing your gym. You're going to be focused on the wrong thing. Now, look, we all want to believe this myth that just becoming a better coach will give us a better business. We want to believe that because that's the easy path, right? We're passionate about fitness. And so when somebody says, Chris, if you go out and you get your black belt, you'll attract more people to your jiu-jitsu gym. We want to believe that, right? We want to believe that the things that we're passionate about are also the things that our clients care about, but it's not true. We need to get better at business. And here's the secret that I've learned and thousands of gyms have learned in our program. When you start to get better at business, you start to like business more. Motivation doesn't come from, you get all fired up to like business and then you get good at business. Motivation happens when you start to get better at business and you get some quick wins and then you get motivated. And that is why our program sees massive fans, people who love Two Brain, because they get these wins. Oh, I'm good at this. And then they start to stack those wins. And then the wins get bigger as the projects get bigger and they build momentum and they start to love business. And before you know it, they're asking me, how can I be a business mentor? Which is really kind of the fifth stage. And I'll come back to that in a moment. The key for us is to give you exactly what you need at exactly the right time and no more, because giving you everything all at once will slow your growth. I mentioned that with coach training, but it's also true with people who are trying to jump straight to investment before they're ready. So what will happen is They don't have a consistent product yet. They can't take a week's vacation and know that their gym will run exactly the same as when they're there. They still have people who are cherry picking their classes or booking with them as a personal trainer because the other coaches aren't as good. They still can't depend on their gym being absolutely clean when they're not around. They're still not returning phone calls or checking in with leads or following up. They still have people on discounts or running 10 different types of memberships. And then the gym down the road goes up for sale. And they think, oh, I got to jump on that. This opportunity will never happen again. Maybe they're only making $30,000 a year from their gym. And they think, oh, the way to make 60 is to own 2 gyms, 2 times 30. And instead, what happens is they bought themselves 2 full-time jobs. They don't have a working model that can actually be duplicated yet. But they're jumping straight from, basic level gym operations to investment instead of, let's get your sales and marketing funnels dialed. Let's get your ops dialed. Let's get your team dialed. Let's make meaningful careers. And then when you've got a system, a gym that proves that it's working because it pays you $100,000 a year, that's when you go out and you invest in your second gym. Do not replicate a model that's not optimized yet, or worse, a model that is broken and doesn't even work. So when somebody comes into our program and on day one, they see other gym owners and they're buying their buildings and they want to talk about buying their buildings, we say, let's wait. Let's build the basics first. Let's get you really good at doing these things. Let's get you making money. And then when it's appropriate and you're ready, we will talk about investment. And that's why we break these into stages, because if we just dump more knowledge on you, we're going to slow your growth. We're going to paralyze you. And so we go through this in stages. Well, let's quickly talk about that last stage, which is, can I be a mentor? Becoming a mentor for Two Brain is a mark of distinction. It's not easy. I mean, you have to go through the stages yourself. You have to prove that you're successful. We look at your metrics. We're not just hiring anybody that puts their hand up. You have to be successful. You have to run a successful gym. You got to prove it. You got to prove that you know how to do this. Then you need to prove that you can mentor somebody else to do it, meaning you have to have your GM running your gym and be mentoring them. Then you apply to be a mentor. And I got to be honest with you, the bar is so high to become a mentor at Two Brain that I probably couldn't get a job here now. That's not like false humility or anything like that. That's how high the bar is. These people are not just successful in business, but they are successful at coaching other people to be successful at business. It's not just here's what I did, copy it. It's here's how you apply data and systems optimally to grow your business. And that's how they get hired. But once they get hired, they get trained. And so every new mentor at Two Brain goes through about a 5-month process of evaluation, of examination, of training on how to mentor you to get good results. Not just how to teach, not just how to talk, it's how to actually get you good results. That's training that doesn't exist anywhere else in business coaching, let alone the fitness industry, where it's just mostly people talking about their experience or their opinion. After that, all of our mentors are trained every single month. We get together, we do role play, we troubleshoot, we work through different problems. We break down, just as an example, like how different gym owners respond, how fast they can go. And we work to get you to your desired goal faster. This is what we train on. This is what we drill on. We do reps on this. I just got back from Rogue, where we spent an entire weekend training together to get you better results. So our mentors are not just cherry picked from our best clients. They are. And that is like the first step of many, many, many steps to becoming a good mentor. And our long-term mentors have had years of training, years of reps, lots of evaluation, lots of examination. So the mentorship program looks like this. Phase 1, you're going to learn to sell a high value service for what you're actually worth to your clients. You're going to see some new revenue come in. Then you're going to build out some marketing funnels. You're going to learn how to do that. And you're going to keep that skill for the rest of your life. Then you're going to create the foundational systems that turn your business into a real business instead of it just being a job where you have to micromanage everybody for the rest of your life. Then you'll move into the next stage. You'll build a financial dashboard. You'll learn how to track your metrics and what they mean and how to take control of your business by changing those metrics. If you need to get new clients, you'll know how to do that. If you need to increase the average revenue per member of your clients, you will know how to do that. If you need to increase retention, you'll know how to do that. And you'll have tools to copy, models to imitate. You'll have a mentor to help you get the first few reps in until you've got the habit built and you know how to build a skill on your own. And then in the third phase, you will grow your gym in client headcount, revenue, and profit while you're creating opportunities for other people. In the fourth stage, you'll learn how to take the extra income, because now you'll be making more than you absolutely need, and reinvest it into opening more gyms, expanding your fitness empire, or opening a coffee shop, or doing whatever it is, buying your building. And finally, when you've done those things, when you've been successful and you've demonstrated that you can help other people be successful, the top stage in our program is to mentor other gym owners. When you come in as a gym owner to Two Brain and you start in stage one, whether you're struggling or you've got it pretty much dialed, you're going to be working with somebody who's gone through it all. They've gone through our program. They've gone through the hard process of change. They've gone through those dark nights where they didn't sleep. And they've gone through the wins where they had those epiphanies of, hey, that worked. I just got 5 more clients. I can change their lives. They've gone through all the wins that you love of clients meeting their goals. And they are just as thrilled to help you meet yours. I'm Chris Cooper. This is Run a Profitable Gym. And this is exactly how mentorship at Two Brain helps you run a better gym, create opportunities for your coaches, change clients' lives, and change the trajectory of your entire town and create a meaningful impact. You can do it. It's easy to start a gym. It's hard to grow a gym, but we are there to help you do that. Thank you for your service.